Today is really about acknowledging the importance of our teaching workforce, because we know that the only thing that makes a difference in the classroom to raising achievement and closing the equity gap is the quality of the teacher in front of the child. And it's important that we acknowledge that. And today I'm announcing that we will be, as per our commitment prior to the election, making sure that we cover teacher registration fees and certification fees for the next 3 years, so that we're taking some of that financial pressure off teachers, but also, more importantly, acknowledging them for the incredible amount of hard work that they've had to put in, especially over the last 18 months, with that shared view and vision that we have of raising student achievement and closing the equity gap through the government's reform package. It is a $53 million package coming out of Budget 25, and over the next year it will benefit 40,000 teachers around New Zealand, and over the next 3 years 115,000 teachers who will have to renew their teaching practicing certificate or become registered for the first time. And that will be a meaningful difference for those teachers who are having to pay up to $550 to register to be a teacher. This is a small but meaningful way of acknowledging the incredible hard work that they put in and saying directly to the teaching profession how much we value you, and we thank you for all the extraordinary hard work that you put in each and every day to make sure that our young people are achieving to the very best of their abilities. And we know that this is something that parents want. And my message to parents is we've listened. We want to help equip your children with the skills that they need to really navigate that complex world, to make sure that they have everything they need to be successful adults out there in the world. And so this curriculum will be available from next year for schools, and it will be compulsory from 2027, so we've got a bit of time to work through all of the mapping of all of the resources against the curriculum. If you think about young people in primary school, the types of things they will be learning are about needs versus wants, spending versus saving, and as we get older and older, introducing things like budgeting, finances, how to work out discounts, what interest looks like, what insurance looks like, how to be aware of scams, how to make decisions like, do I go to university or polytech, and what does a student loan look like, and what will that mean for me, and what are my future jobs, and what will that mean for my saving. So there's a range of different things that students will be learning in a focused, explicit way that will build all the way from our very youngest learners all the way through to our senior learners, to really equip them for what is a very complex world.
Back in 2020, Jacinda Ardern's government restored voting rights for prisoners serving sentences at less than 3 years. It was part and parcel of their soft on crime approach. We don't agree with it, and we're going to do something about it. The government will return to a situation where all prisoners are banned from voting. Now, brace for the inevitable reaction and huffing and puffing that you'll hear.
The same government with the extraordinary power to decide what's a crime and who goes to prison is planning to take away the rights of those that it decides to put in prison to vote. Abuse of human rights aside, that should worry anybody who cares about and understands democracy. Just think about it for a moment.
But I simply say this, being a member of society brings rights and responsibilities. If you breach those responsibilities to the extent that you're sentenced to prison, well then temporarily you lose some of those rights, including the right to vote. It's part of our plan to restore law and order by restoring real consequences for crime and sheeting home personal responsibility.
Why are you looking at banning prisoner voting?
It makes complete sense. I'm sorry, but this country's built on rights and responsibilities. And if you choose to take the rights but not hold up the responsibilities and find yourself in jail, we are temporarily removing your rights for voting. That's completely reasonable. This is a country about rights and responsibilities. You can't just take one and not have the other.
So you don't think the sentence cap is appropriate?
No. If you're going to jail for some serious reasons. You've done something that actually has broken the contract that we have with each other as New Zealanders and with this country. And so we make no apologies about putting the voting ban in place for prisoners. Entirely appropriate.
The courts say it isn't justified. Are you trampling on human rights there?
I do not care about what anyone else says about it. I'm just saying to you that as New Zealanders, we have rights and responsibilities to each other. If you want to cause harm and suffering on a fellow New Zealander and you find yourself in prison because of it, that means that you temporarily get the right to vote is withdrawn.